Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Watson, and I am a happy student from the Communication and Happiness course that we've been taking for the last couple of months. It's been a crazy ride I was not expecting, but it was at a perfect time. I was feeling a little bit lost and in a sense, unhappy, but I didn't truly, really understand what was happening. I think I've just been so caught up in life and busy. And for me, when I started this class, I said happiness was a Saturday morning with, you know, these people around me and with this happening around us. It was very much like a exact recipe to make me happy. And that opened up my eyes and was a huge awakening because after module one and learning what we about linguistic viruses and well-being contingencies, I realized, oh my gosh, I do this to myself. That isn't happiness. Uh, that happiness isn't an exact recipe. It's a whole state of mind, and you can have happiness um, with intention, So that was another huge discovery, and I loved learning about the circle in our textbook and how of happiness. I adored that. That was amazing. I told my kids about it immediately. I have an 11-year-old and a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I'll tell him when he's older. But um, basically, 50% of that happiness circle is genetics. You have a set point. And I love that we took a questionnaire and we actually found out where we kind of are naturally without, putting a lot of work into it. That was a great aha moment. I loved learning that 10% is circumstances. So, and we all know that, I think, or we have an idea, but just having a number and saying 10% of this entire circle is made up, will make you happy, like your material things, your job title, the amount of money you make, that next milestone you reach, the car you drive, that's only going to make you 10% happy. It doesn't matter if you have one of those things or none of those things or all of those things. It still will only account for 10% of your happiness. And I thought that was brilliant. And I loved learning about the 40% of happiness you have control over. You get to choose how much you want to fill that up and how quickly you want to fill that up with intentional activities. And that was another huge discovery for me was putting a like that questionnaire that we took, kind of giving you a tier, an idea of what you naturally gravitate to make you a happier person, and what you're not maybe so keen on. For me, it was physical activity and spirituality. And that was, I 100% agree with that. That that's the truth. And according to the research that I did on my own, it backed it up. Like exercise, even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, couple minutes outside, you work up a little sweat, you increase that dopamine by like so much. And it's scientifically proven. It can immediately give you positive effects. So I lean on that 100%. And I have especially leaned on it now since I'm more aware of it. Spirituality, research that I found has also concluded that those two variables, first of all, are so difficult to measure, happiness and spirituality, but it they see a pattern um, where even if you're not, let's say, Buddha, you don't have to be, you don't have to be the number one person in your church, but if you're on the quest to finding out what is bigger, if there's something bigger outside of yourself, finding grounding, um, finding the meaning of life, of your life, that that gives you happiness. You have your, it's, probably very hard to achieve, but just giving you that space and taking the time out of your day to find that increases your happiness. Um, those were great discoveries. I'm also going to continue to hopefully seek out forgiveness one day. I have a hard time forgiving, and that was very apparent in the exercises that we made or that we did. But my plan going forward is to achieve forgiveness by two steps. A, being more grateful and really being specific. What how did those instances, or how did those people that hurt me, how am I thankful for that? What have they given me that during those hard times that I've learned from that has benefited me? Have I ever loved those people? If yes, then why did I love them? And focus on that. Um, Also, my coping strategy is therapeutic writing, so I'm going to continue to reflect and vent my feelings, paper to pen and pen to paper, because it definitely helps me so much. And that was a huge awakening. So I want to thank you, to the professors, to everyone that has a part in this program for making a huge impact in my life. And I feel like high schoolers should engage in this kind of content, because the sooner that you're taught as a kid to be kind, to be nice, to have good values, good morals, you're taught as a kid this, but then it goes away, life gets in the way, you get busy, and then we kind of um forget that along the way. So anyway, I think that this was wonderful, so thank you. All right, have a good day.